I will never be able to make this day because of work. And if we agree to that going in, that's one thing. But don't say you can do more than you can do. And I think that's why, I think you're one of those people that your almost is better than most people's best, but it's not good enough for you.
Yeah, if you're going to do something, you're going to do it properly.
Yeah.
There's no point doing half of it. Might as well do it the whole way.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, it's been great talking to you, and I would you have anything to say to anybody who was considering a career in law enforcement?
I think now it's changed from years to years. You were saying before, that there was a stage where you could leave the military and walk straight into police, and then everyone started to go to college, and you needed a college degree, and now it's going back to you can go in the military and virtually walk into a police department. But I think anybody getting interested now, one of the things that people do need, and sometimes it's hard to do once you start, is having a college degree. I think goes an awful long way, because from promotion now in most places, you're not going to get above a certain level unless you have a master's degree. It's almost impossible. And if you want to be a sergeant and above, you need a master's degree, so you can start studying for your master's degree while you're with the police department, but try and get at least an associate's before you go in there, because studying on midnights is not easy sometimes. At least I never thought it was. So
they want you to have a master's degree to be a sergeant now. Wow.
Pretty much. If you want promotion in most police departments, you're going to need a master's degree. You're going to need it.
Would they take a bachelor's degree at X amount of years of experience?
Well, technically, you don't need it by the. You need to just pass the test at a certain level.
Right.
But you're not going to get any further on. You're probably not going to get above a sergeant unless you have that master's degree.
Okay.
And you definitely, at some time, you're going to have to look towards, in a big city, captains, or in a small place, chief of police of one of the small departments. And it's very hard to find somebody who doesn't have a master's degree anymore, which is something that's changed over the last 20 years.
And that'll keep going. That'll keep going up. It'll be bachelor's just to start. The bar will keep getting raised.
But the bar has changed. The bar has changed for Philadelphia. I think up to a couple of years ago, you needed an associate's, and then they took that requirement away, where it's life experience, military, or a certain age. So I don't believe you need an associate's anymore. But for a few years, you needed an associate's. I think some of the places, New Jersey State Police, obviously, I haven't looked at entry-level qualifications for 3 decades, so I don't want to talk out of school.
Right.
Well, that's one of the things I'd say. Get your degree while it's easy to get your degree, rather than study in a police car on midnights.
Yeah, that makes sense. I want to thank you, because I don't know how instrumental you were with us when we were over at Dempster, but I have nothing but fond memories of that place, and the time spent there with all the kids. And that was I remember doing a lot of rope training there. I remember getting a lot of kids on rope for the first time. Still have a lot of good pictures of that.
It was great character building.
It was, and there was. I remember there was one instance where there was one of the kids just was scared of heights and didn't want to get on a rope, and me and a guy spent 45 minutes with him and got him to go on rope and everything. And then once he got past it, he was able to do it, and it was just best 45 minutes I could have spent.
Mm-hmm. And I could always remember that.
Yeah. And I enjoyed it, because that's when I was doing rope. I was in my prime. I could run up and down that tower 30 times a day. versus now where I get winded. If I said the phrase "run up and down that tower 30 times," I would get winded. So I really do appreciate that, and thank you guys for that. And
well, thank you also.
And if there's anything we can ever do for you or the Sea Cadets, I'd have no problem doing that.
I'm sure we'll be speaking fairly soon.
I hope not.
Once you find out what's going on Tuesdays, just let me know.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Hanks.
Okay. All right. Thanks, Mike. Okay,
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.